Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome back to the Comfy Cozy Community Show. Hello, how have y'all been? Did I do an episode last week? I think I did an episode last week. Let me check my comments. All right, so okay, yeah. So I did get a couple of new comments. One from Devil Cake Live. This made me laugh. God, I love puns and dad jokes. Yeah, I love me some puns and dad jokes too. That makes me happy, and I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Got one from Alex Candmore. Wow, cool looking game regarding far changing tides. Wow, cool looking game. Def gonna check this out. New to the channel as well. Glad I found you. God, why am I stuttering? Like your style, man. I'm like, thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Definitely a good, chill game. Welcome to the channel. I hope you find lots of fun stuff around that you might like. Yes. So, there's the comments. Welcome to the community show, the show where we take a bit time of playing video games to talk about stuff. I used to say where we take a little time away from playing video games to talk about video games, but, well, it's kind of evolved since then. But anyway, so today I wanted to address another idea. I know a little while ago I did a video regarding my hobby of knitting, which was a new hobby to me. And I wanted to talk about another one because this one goes much deeper than just a hobby. This one is one that I consider a passion. And so the question of the day, I guess, will apply to that, i.e., what is one of your greater passions in life? I.e., do you something that you really, really enjoy and like wish you could just do from now until the day you die? What's that? Anyway, there's your question. But anyway, I want to talk today about the written word, storytelling, which has been one of my greatest passions since I was a child. And now, as I'm older, look at this face, as I'm older, things have kind of drifted away from that. And it really irks me. And I talk about it at least once a year. I talk about how disappointed I am in how little I actually write anymore. It's something I've actually remedied in the last couple of months because I bought myself a little Chromebook and I set it up near my TV so that when I'm sitting and watching TV and doing nothing else, I might as well just... And it's been working. I've been doing a great job. But I wanted to get in touch with my passions a bit more. Now, for those of you who don't know, one of the reasons why I started this channel was because of the fact that as I was a dad and I had all my responsibilities and stuff, I could not justify playing video games anymore. And that was unfortunate because I really love playing video games. So I started this channel mostly so I could play video games. I would have an excuse to play video games. You know, I'm out here entertaining people and having fun with it. And that way, you know, I'd record at the night and edit while the child's at school, and then it'd be all fine. Wouldn't interfere with my life at all. Unfortunately, it did in some ways, and it really frustrates me that it did that. But, yeah. Couldn't really help it. I wish I could go back and fix it, but it's a bit too late for that. But anyway, apart from that, writing has, well, not just writing, but writing and reading has kind of moved into that segment as well of a passion of mine that I have kind of pushed off to the side, and it really irks me. Writing, while I'm getting back into it, has been, you know, good and enjoyable and fun and stuff, but the reading part is something that I'm struggling to even like justify to myself because I sit in bed at night and I do my journaling and whatnot, but then I'm just like, all right, time to sleep then, and I'm trying to get back into reading. So an idea I've been toying around with has been to do the same thing for that as I did with my video games, and going back to my previous channel, my older channel, which is Phil's Family. It's not active at the moment, but it still has all the content up there. And I wanted to go back over there and start uploading some videos, which would be essentially the same thing as this, but focused on stories, storytelling, writing, reading, poetry, etc. All the good stuff. And I've been toying with the idea of doing that because to me, writing has always been an answer to the world. You know, you look at the world, you're like, I hate things happening right now, so I want to make something different. I want to write a different world. I want to write different people. I want to write a friend. I want to make a character that I can be with, friends with. I mean, be with, gross. You know, stuff like that. And just creating an entire world outside of it. And then looking at other people's works and other writing stuff. And of course, this channel itself focuses on a different type of storytelling where I'm playing video games and relating the story to y'all, which, as I mentioned, of course, in the past, that one of my favorite parts about video games is the stories that they tell, which is why some of my favorite games may not be the most, mechanically sound games, but they have a good story, and that's what I'm into. And so I figured, you know what the heck? Let's talk about that. Let's go ahead and think about it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if I do that, right? It might. That's the problem here. I'm just one guy. I like my channel. I like doing it. I edit, I record, I edit, I upload, I do everything myself. And so, if I look at doing the other channel, it would have to be either very limited in the content, like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, which actually might not be a bad idea, honestly. And then on this channel, I'm worried that things might start to suffer here because I'm doing pretty well about keeping it Monday through Friday, 2 episodes a week, or 2 episodes a day, with the exception of during the summer when the kids are home and I haven't really got the time to edit. Because like I said, I'm one guy. I have to handle all this myself. And I can't afford to pay an editor as much as I'd like to be able to. So ultimately, I sit here and I think about, what am I going to do? What would I do with that channel? Well, reading, obviously. Blogging would probably play a part in it. Telling a story, original stories sometimes. Maybe writing stories specifically for the channel. Telling stories, writing stories, reading stories. And I figure poetry could be a day too, where I just sit down and read a couple of poems. And of course, before you ask, I'm thinking about doing everything in public domain, not trying to take anyone else's work, unless I specifically pay them for it. You know what I mean? Or if they pay me to do it. Either way, one or the other. Hey, can I read your story? Here's some money. Or hey, would you like to read my story? Here's some money. As long as money changes hands, I'm going to be comfortable with it. But I'm not going to do anyone else's work unless they specifically say it's okay. You know what I mean? Except for public domain, because that belongs to everyone else, and I'm not going to be a pirate to other people. So yeah. But I was thinking, I could do book reviews. I can do analyses regarding certain books. Like I have this idea for doing Frankenstein because I'm still tripping out about how weird that was. And do stuff like that, like breaking down different tropes and stuff. And that way it will be all focused on that channel, and all that channel will be focused inward on writing and reading and stories and whatnot. Whereas this channel is mostly video games, except for the community show, which is supposed to be us talking about stuff in the community. But of course, with little engagement, I don't really have much help with that. I'm going to hold off though. I'm not gonna start up the new channel until I've reached 1,000 subscribers here. Once I've reached 1,000 subscribers here, then I'll start up the other channel and start focusing on stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to be successful, honestly, hitting the same idea I have here in regards to that. It's like it might just be a waste of my time, but at least it'll be a waste of my time doing something I enjoy, which is what this channel is basically. Providing entertainment, reviewing and reading stories. Heck, I might even get some good practice in voice acting, which is something I kind of like to do as well. But yeah, we're aiming at when I hit 1,000 subscribers to look at that, re-examine that. And we are 28 subscribers away from 1,000. I am so hoping I can hit 1,000 by the end of the year. I am so close, and this is ridiculously oh my God, I'm looking at it I am almost there. It's ridiculous. I'm so excited. I never thought I would actually be excited about seeing a big number, But hey, that's me. Anyway, that's all I've really got for today. I guess announcements. I'm not done playing Resident Evil 4. I still have 7 episodes recorded, ready to go up. I got a few fun videos coming up this week looking at Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I figured it'd be kind of fun to look at those, considering all the hype around Baldur's Gate 3, which unfortunately I can't afford to buy because it's $70. But, we'll get there. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm getting closer to 1,000 subscribers, hoping to hit that by the end of the year. And yeah, that's all the announcements I've got going for today. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this episode of The Community Show. Also, don't forget to answer the question of the day and subscribe if you're not subscribed, blah, 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 etc., etc. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining me for this episode of The Community Show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you just want to poke that like button for me, if you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, as always, you're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And when I can, if I can, you know all that jazz. And tune in next time for another topic, another time. And until then, good night.